Hi tribe, welcome back. If you are new here, welcome. If you're wondering what is the setup about, is I do make handcrafted soaps myself. For the past years I've been drawn to natural stuff. I want to know what's in my cosmetics, I want to know what's in my soap, and I also do tarot. So I decided to use a blend of essential oils not only to help me cleanse my body but my spirit too. If you're interested, head to my website and let's get to it. Today we're doing a February reading. Let's see what is happening with you and where does your focus lie for your own benefit. February, my people. I'm gonna lay them out nicely in a minute. Let's see. I don't think I'm gonna use any charms here for you today. I want you to choose purely intuitively. See which pile number 1, 2, or 3 calls you. And as usual, that's 1, 2, and 3. I'll see you in timestamps. Hello group number 1, let's check in. What is happening with you in February? What are the main focus points? We have laziness and we have naivety. An interesting combo to say the least. Let's get some tarot. I'm going to be using the gold leaf or golden leaf tarot for you here today. Let's get clarifying. What about laziness? The Magician is here. Advice. 10 of Wands. Where is your power? We have the King of Pentacles. Nice. Okay. Naivety. We got the Ace of Swords. We got 3 of Cups. We got the Moon. The Empress. Okay, let me adjust you slightly so you can see more of my table. Sorry for the sounds. Here we go. Okay, February 2025. First thing first, with laziness, focus point, lethargy, and apathy. I feel like you are coming out of it. I don't feel like you're coming into it because of the cards that we have around you. One specific situation that I'm seeing here, you may have a conversation with someone about laziness, and I'm seeing a long discussion. What does it mean for my body? What does it mean for your body? What can I do in order for me to come out of this apathic energy? And with this 5 of Swords, maybe you've been kind of battling with this inwardly with yourself, or if that's not the case, then you may be talking to someone about their laziness, and it could be a situation. Someone doesn't help around the house, right? Or someone sits on the couch after work, doesn't do much, and you do have an issue with that. This issue could be with yourself, and what I do see here, your main advice, it says, don't think in black and white terms. You can be productive. 10 of Wands is here. You see, we have very opposing cards, laziness and 10 of Wands. You can be productive, but don't jump from this kind of apathic energy straight away to I'm gonna do it all in one day, because that's not gonna feel balanced for you. You're gonna burn out pretty quickly, and your cards are saying if you want to be in the Magician's energy, you gotta balance things out. Okay, so in February, you're finding the best way to be productive without being in this kind of either lazy energy or overworked energy for extended periods of time. So that inner conflict with 5 of Swords is going to be a good thing. It's a conversation to be had. What can I do? What kind of techniques, structures can I use so that I am fully in this Magician energy, meaning I am accomplishing things without feeling that I'm burning out, or without feeling that after I accomplished all of those things, I'm gonna lay in bed for 5 days now and I won't do anything. So you're finding the best way for you that works for you to invite this Magician energy, and this is your manifestation energy, accomplishments. A lot of you can juggle a lot of things at once. But it doesn't mean that you have to do this constantly. So having a really good schedule in the month of February is the way to go. That's where your power lies, okay? And then the King of Pentacles is here, which is a great thing. This is telling us that you can achieve quite a lot whilst being in a balanced energy in your material world. Meaning more money, meaning more accomplishments at work, meaning the house is fixed, right? Or the roof is leaking, let's say, for a couple of months now. And you do have resources and you do have time, or you spare your time wisely for the things that have to be done. Naivety. Lack of judgment. It is not a lack of judgment. That's your main focus, because you have the Ace of Swords below it. Meaning a lot of you will come across information that may surprise you. The moon is right next to it. You may hear about something to do with your friend, something that you didn't expect. Maybe you tend to look at people or see life a lot of times only from the optimistic point of view. You expect people to do good. You don't expect people to go behind someone's back and stab them. You always looking at the positives, which is a great thing. But here, particularly for you, I do see that there may be a surprise factor here where you go, oh my God, I didn't know that this person does that. Maybe you're going to find out that, I don't know, someone has a very weird hobby. Let's say they're very nice, they're very shy person. On the outside, they're a very shy person. But you're going to come across information. I'm going to go extreme with this example, okay? I'm going to go extreme. They once a month attend, I don't know, BDSM parties. Okay, I know it's intense. I know that this example is very hardcore, but it doesn't have to be so dramatic or so, you know, contrast doesn't have to be so big for all of you, but there is something definitely that you're finding, you are uncovering, that's gonna surprise you. And you will go, ooh, that was unexpected, or I didn't see that coming whatsoever. This is not going to be a bad thing. This is more so a surprise factor for you. Now, for some of you, maybe someone uncovers something about you that you tend to do that they don't expect. And again, it doesn't have to be a bad thing. This person, I don't know, sees you as a fragile individual, right? Maybe you're very petite, right? Maybe you talk very softly, and then they find out that you have a couple of belts in martial arts, right? So there is something here that's changing in someone's point of view about a situation. I won't dive into specifics here because all of your lives and people that you know are different, but the main energy is this. How does that make you feel? Right? How does this situation make you feel? It actually makes you feel good with yourself. Okay? Not about the other person. It makes you feel good with yourself. This, I do want to touch on that. Could be a situation where you do find out something really weird about an individual. And maybe you tend to judge yourself quite a lot. And you go, oh my God, I judge myself over this little thing a lot of times. But this person does that and they really don't take it to heart. I feel good about myself now, not because the other person is doing something wrong or bad, is because that's going to be a sign for you to judge yourself less and you will feel less judgmental towards yourself. Therefore, your days will feel much more at ease, or you will feel much more at peace with yourself. So quite interesting situations, pan number one, to say the least. Okay, let's see what else we got here. What else we got here? I want to see what's happening spiritually. What are your cards highlighting here spiritually? This is the Tarot of the Angels. And I feel like these two cards. You have the Six of Wands. Again, look. This is the month for you where you can either achieve quite a lot or do the same thing over and over again, especially if you do tend to be lazy at times or you have issues with productivity because of distractions that you give into. But this is a bit of this kind of kick in the ass energy, kick in the ass reading. It's saying you can do a lot this month. and you're gonna be looking back at this and you're gonna be pretty happy. But some of you may want to give into this apathic energy and say, I'm gonna stay in it for longer. Not to say that you can't achieve things later on, but I really feel like February is the month for you to set yourself up, kind of start, and I know this is not the start of the year, it's the second month, but start doing things that are really important for your future, okay? Soul searching. Soul searching will be good because it will lead you to a lot more transformations. Don't try and stir away from this energy. But if you're gonna sit in the hermit mode for way too long, again, you may be comfortable in that energy, you may kind of close yourself off, and again, not much is happening. So be balanced enough between both. And a lot of you are seeking for changes in February. I feel like you've set a goal of some sorts for yourself for this year, and you want to start not walking but running towards it. Any advice for you in February? When making decisions, especially important decisions, rely on your morals and your beliefs, okay? What you constantly believe in, something that is in your core, something that is not changing, something that maybe even has become a tradition for you. Another thing that I would say here, some of you are doing, and I know this is weird, it's not in the cards, it's in the energy in the room right now. Some of you will be big on rituals in February. Those rituals, I really want to say spiritually, they're going to benefit you, especially if you're trying to get rid of anxious energy or kind of this heavy energy in your house. So some of you working with herbs, others of you using essential oils, others of you maybe you have some sort of ritual baths, and that's exactly why I've created those soaps, to have ritual baths after I have finished my day, finished with my clients' readings, the YouTube, the Patreon, whatever I have to do, and just literally cleanse myself. So some of you are finding your way how to do that. You are finding maybe even new techniques that work for you that you haven't come across before. So that's your overall for February for 2025. I hope this made sense, and have a wonderful day. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 2, let's see what we got for you. You have a child, and we have tidy up. Okay, let's put these right here, and let's get more cards. I want to use the texture tarot, so you may be my people who are quite creative here, who have gathered in pile number 2. Let's see. February 2025. Oh, cards are flying. 1 second, it's on the floor. And I'm gonna take this card because of the way it fell out. We have the Temperance. Let's clarify the child, please. An influential individual. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be an actual child. This could be your inner child. 3 of Cups, the Magician, okay. 7 of Swords, the Knight of Cups, okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands. This is the creativity coming through, and you are bringing it into this reading. Any advice for the situation? We have the 6 of Pentacles, and we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, I'm just gonna talk in a way where I'm gonna say someone's child, and I'm hearing a couple of different things here. Someone's child is getting healthier. Someone's child is getting stronger. Now again, if this is not your child, if you don't have children, this is talking about you, your inner child. We have Temperance. Every time I look at this Temperance card, I think of health. And I think of your guides. This tells me that in the month of February, you may be receiving quite a lot of signs about your health and your well-being. A lot of you will want to find a balance between, let's say, overeating, undereating, making sure that you are fueling your body regularly throughout the day instead of not eating anything for 5 hours, then having 2 massive plates of food, okay? This could also do with a particular illness or sickness that someone has. If that's your case, you will know about it. Something that maybe you had for a while. I really feel like in February you may find a really either good doctor or the cause for that, why you're feeling the way you're feeling, or some sort of remedy. What you don't see coming here, you don't see that someone has an eye on you in February. Whoever this is definitely an individual who's romantically interested in you. They're not showing up just yet. For some of you, maybe this has happened already, but they are definitely gonna be showing you signals, giving you signals that I do like you or I am thinking about you. This could be an individual who you were in contact with in the past, but don't see that this is a ex situation where you were in relationship together. This feels kind of fresh to me, this feels new to me, but it feels like I know this person or I've seen them somewhere, okay? Or this person will feel familiar to you. This is a really great month for your inner child to express itself, let me tell you, especially creatively. If you do have children in the month of February, you are being advised to do more creative, either hobbies or some sort of activities with your child. I see a lot of development through creativity. For my people who don't have children, this is your inner child screaming at you, hey, I want to do more of the things that I used to like. So some of the hobbies may resurface, the old hobbies. Maybe you're going to come up with a new idea, new artistic, creative idea. Now, when I say creativity, it doesn't mean that you take a canvas and you start painting. Creativity is in the way you dress in the morning, how you do your hair, how you decide to look, right? It's everywhere. It's the way you organize your home, and that's what we're gonna head towards next. We have tidy up. This is the month of cleansing for a lot of you, okay? Getting rid of the old stuff, especially stuff that has a lot of heavy energy attached to it. I would say watch out for buying secondhand stuff, pile number 2, because you really don't know what happened on that chair, to someone in that jacket, in that coat. If you do decide to shop secondhand, do really good cleansing, but really hardcore cleansing, so that you don't bring home what you don't want, okay? Beneficial clearance. What is this talking about for us? Beneficial clearance. I do see that some of you are deciding to cancel, to cut some vows. So, for example, there was something that you promised someone, you were in a relationship, for example, right? And you said to them, I'm gonna love you until I die, I'm gonna love you forever. Then life happened, maybe you noticed that you're not that compatible, or you broke up and you go, no, this person is not for me, we're not meant together, it's just too difficult, yada yada. But that vow was still lingering in the air, right? Especially if you said it and you also gave some sort of a symbol, to that person as a part of that vow. So a lot of you will want to cut it off. You will want to clear your energy. I'm starting with a clean slate. This feels like a spring cleaning in advance. This feels like I wanna dust everything around my house, dust it off. I wanna clean my oven. I wanna make sure my house smells nice. I wanna make sure my fridge is clean. All the in-betweens are the corners I'm seeing here in my vision are clean. The parts that are don't often reach. Everything is clean. That's your energy in February. Why is this needed? See, because there is something that's bothering you that you have, or is in your home, or it's in your energy that you want to get rid of. So maybe you're already getting signs about that. Maybe your dreams becoming a bit heavier than before, or you feel like there's just something in the air and you go, okay, let me tidy up this mess. Releasing the old stuff, making sure everything is sparkling clean, feeling good in your head when your environment is clean. Nice. See, because that helps you plan. If there is chaos in the house or in your environment, even in your workplace, on your desk, it's very difficult for you to have a clear plan. So in February, you're going to be very much focusing on that. You're very well disciplined, or you are trying to get better at discipline. Some of the old emotions may resurface, connected to the past situations. Release them. Don't try and swallow them. Don't try and ignore them. Release them. It's the month of releasing and clearing things up, okay? Also, if a conversation had to be had but you never got to it, and as I'm talking, the Queen of Swords is here. She's really good at expressing her words, and the way she does it is very graceful too. So you may want to have a conversation with someone that you've been avoiding, or someone has been avoiding, okay? Anything else? February, yes, it seems like maybe this mess is connected to a relationship here, or there is a lot of mess in someone's heart still. This may be the past energy that you're still holding on, or maybe this has happened recently where you were hurt, you were saddened, you were disappointed by someone, and you wanna make sure that you do overcome it, you do release it, and then you can move on, instead of staying in this energy and feeling it but not doing anything about it to make yourself feel better, okay? You want to make sure there are no distractions in February for you. So it's like you're setting an intention. I don't want distractions. And if there will be distractions that you don't see, right? Or you go, that wasn't a distraction, I don't see it as that. But if it starts popping up, this is a sign for you that actually it has a bigger effect on you than you see or than you notice. So don't take this as a negative, take this as, ooh, okay, I see that. Let me get to work. I hope this made sense, pile number 2, and you have a wonderful month, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now. Hello, pile number 3. Let's see what we got for you in the month of February. We have therapy. I'm gonna put it up here. And we have artificial sweetness. Oh, very nice combo here. Those cards speak to one another. Let me see which deck I want for you. I want something different for this pile. Haunted House Tarot it is. Let me put it out. Main energy for February 2025. Main energy, 4 of Swords. Okay. Let's clarify therapy. Emotional regulation. Big focus on that. We have the Justice. Okay. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Fool. We have the Hermit. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the 7 of Swords. Ooh, what are you going through here? I don't feel like this is new to you. I feel like this has started happening, or you've seen signs of this. Maybe some of you had dreams about that. Others of you, you are dealing with that in your real life already, in your waking life already. This is a month where my people want to sort out karma. And it sounds very heavy, but really, I don't see it that way. I do see cutting off the BS. This could be connected to a situation or a person. You basically want to start over. You want to close a chapter. You want to find peace of mind by using therapy. This could be any technique that therapy has, maybe counseling. You want to go to psychologist, you want to go to psychiatrist. Of course, if there is something heavier there, a heavier issue, you want to work on your emotions in February to sort a situation out so that you feel more inspired moving forward, or you can reclaim the spark for life again. Does that make sense? Because I feel like some of you have been going through a situation where there is just a lot happening inwardly, but at the same time I feel like I'm frozen. It's like I'm in this stillness, but it feels like I'm imprisoned in it. And you want to be released from that in February. You want to start new. So you're going to find best ways that help you to get on the other side of the fence. And no, this is not about the grass is greener on the other side. This feels like you gotta get out of that garden. That garden, metaphorically speaking, you don't belong to. And you know that you don't belong to that place for a while now. And now you're finally taking control of this situation. You're taking it in your own hands. There may be something that you figure out about an individual or the person that you didn't know about. That was secret, there was lack of transparency. Maybe someone was saying something behind your back, or you didn't see them doing something that they did. With the Seven of Swords over here, this is actually feels like a beginning of a new you, to be honest. This could be a person who was in a really difficult situation, relationship with a parent, with a friend, with a lover, and they really want to, I'm seeing a ground that's been dug up and it's all over the place. It's very untidy, there are holes in it. You want to make sure that that ground is leveled now. So you finding best resources for you to help you with that, to sleep peacefully at night and to put that on a side. Not that you are avoiding it and you are ignoring it. You want to sort it out and put it in a box. Some of you may do that before going to sleep. If something bothers you and your mind cannot rest, you may want to imagine as you're laying in a bed, you're putting all of those thoughts in a little box next to your bed and you're telling yourself, I will deal with you tomorrow. Let me sleep peacefully. Sleep in general, for pile number 3, is a big thing in February. You want to make sure that there are least distractions. You want to make sure you have quality sleep. I feel like a lot of you will sleep better in February because of what you're doing over here. Some of you unexpectedly, don't see this coming just yet, will find out that you are in some sort of a karmic tie situation with someone in particular, or let's say with a workplace. You had to land there, or you had to come across that situation so that you get more information about yourself. And for some of you, you will like that information. Others of you may not necessarily like it, but it means that you are progressing because you're acknowledging it. Does that make sense? Okay, let's look at artificial sweetness. That does connect to the Seven of Swords here, which I will touch on. Artificial sweetness is basically a situation that is too sweet to be true. Particularly, it could be a person who acts one way, but then once you are not around, they act different way, or they do something different. I would say avoid people who show up as Saint Marys, or they always giggly, and you can tell it's a facade. It's really difficult for you to talk about deep things with them or talk about real raw stuff because they don't allow you to go there because there are too many masks. Not to say that this person is bad, right? Not all of those people can be bad. This is just something that makes them feel comfortable. But I feel like for you, that's really not beneficial. It's like an empty relationship, groundless relationship, or you don't really feel at home around this individual. Same for you. If you feel bad, right? If you feel like shite that day, and your friend is calling you, or someone is calling you, you don't have to pretend. You can talk about it. Say, you know what? I may sound weird. I may sound like I don't have energy because I'm having a rough day today. Talk about it. There's no need to hide. There's no need to be this onion with, layers and layers and layers. Raw and real is the way to go for you in February, and you're gonna be noticing that. Life will show you that. Okay. 6 of Wands, Knight of Swords, the Lovers, Strength, Hangman, the 8 of Swords. See, something, maybe you're putting up appearances, or you have a hard time being authentic in the month of February. You will want to step into your real, raw authenticity. I'm gonna talk about one specific situation that I'm seeing here, which is definitely for little amount of you watching this. If you kept telling yourself that, let's say you are dating an individual and they still have, you can see, unfinished business with a past relationship. In the past, you kept telling yourself, everything is fine. It's fine. I'm fine. This person will deal with that. Then we're going to be together, yada, yada. And you see you're in a loop. Things are not changing, right? Or the same thing keeps happening again, or your body keeps giving you signals that this is not a good situation. You don't feel safe about it because it is not a safe situation to be in. In the month of February, you're going to be shown that much more clearly. This is not for you. This is not a good situation to be in. Let the person sort out what they have to sort out. Focus on your stuff. This would include people who, let's say, they tell themselves that, oh, everything is fine when they are dealing with an individual who's married, right? Or still not officially divorced, and there is a lot of mess. So you may want to look at the situation from a real and raw perspective. What does it mean to you? What does it mean to this relationship, right? You want to make sure that there is no emotional mess in February, and you are very honest with yourself. And I feel like you're going to be pretty honest with everyone around you. If someone, the example I gave you, if someone will be in that situation, someone who you really care about, a friend, right, for example, you're gonna be telling them really straightforwardly, hey, listen, this is not good. This is not a good situation. We're starting a situationship, not even a relationship, with a lot of mess, and it's best to take a step back. Focus for those two people to focus on themselves, figure stuff out, and then see what happens next, right? This is a month for you where you really you're allergic to bullshit. I'm gonna tell you how I hear it. Allergic to bullshit. You want to be clear about where you stand with people. You want to make sure that you know that they got your back the same way you have theirs. You gonna have a difficult time being around individuals who are airy-fairy as well. You want raw people around you, so your circle may be slightly changing, or a new person may walk into your life. Okay, let's see what else here. Pile number 3. Another thing that I want to say here with 7 of Cups and artificial sweetness, if you're going to be offered something, make sure you read the contract thoroughly, or make sure you know the terms of what you're signing up for, so that it doesn't end up being a situation that is actually too sweet to be true. Okay, watch out for scams. I'd say that too. If you do have elderly people around you, or if you have elderly people in your family, make sure that you let them know what can happen these days and how those scammers act and how they work, so that someone can avoid a very messy situation. Okay, you're basically like a BS radar in February, and you really can't stand it. You really can't. You want real and raw interactions. That's what you're aiming for. Yeah, you're protecting yourself from the energy that feels very flaky. Yeah, it feels flaky. You know what you want with the Star card over here. You know what you're wishing for. You got your invisible crown, right? You know your worth, and therefore you're not gonna let anyone mess with you. Don't be surprised, in the month of February you may attract quite a lot of people, or you may receive quite a lot of compliments. People may even hit on you, even if you're in a relationship, right? You have this magnetic energy about you in the month of February. Why? Because you do have a lot of self-confidence, and people can tell that you cannot be fucked with, and that is very attractive for a lot of people. So you are like a light attracting a lot of flies. You're gonna be deciding what kind of bugs you're gonna let in your home and what kind of bugs you're gonna keep out of your house. So that's what I got for February for you. I hope this made sense, and have a wonderful week. Bye for now.